Oh, hello, and see you there. Also, welcome, and happy weekend. I hope it's been going well for you so far. Oh man, still feels kind of weird doing a stream on a weekend afternoon, but I guess after you've been away for it so long, what was an old change became the routine, and now it's gonna happen again. But you know, it's good. It's good to be getting back into the swing of things, right? I spent yesterday going grocery shopping. Yeah, that's a hard pivot right there, right? But yeah, my food supplies are running low, and I just had to go out and get some more, and I think I'm good and stocked. Probably go out in 2 weeks again for another smaller run, but for now, I got some stuff. Much like how Roboquest here got some new stuff. Well, they got new stuff at like the beginning of June, but that was when I started my sort of weekend stream break thing. But now that I'm back, I wanted to check it out. There have also been some other updates, but as you can probably guess from the big old S signal in the background, they added a new character. Well, new class, I guess we should call it, but OMG! A surprise! I thought you'd quit streaming on a Sunday! Hello, Molecular Shadow Fox, and welcome. And I only had to like take Sundays off because I was pretty busy in June, and then I was like a little busy for the start of July. But I got all those commitments squared away for now, so I'm back. I'm streaming again, and just starting off a little easy, going back to an old, reliable game that I enjoyed so much. Good evening! Yes. I hope your weekend has gone well. Good evening to you too. Alright, let's get in here. So, they did add a new class, like I said. And what you may see will surprise you. It is called Superbot. It's like a little munchkin, right? Compared to all these other gigantic units of a guardian bot that you can play as here. You got this little fella. And the best part is, your height goes down to match. Look at that. I'm like barely looking over the counter now. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but this guy's like a robot on wheels, and you can kind of hear the wheels rolling as he's like zipping across the ground here. Relaxing for the most part, trying to cope with the humidity. Yeah, it's that time of year when it's hot and it's also humid, and that combo just makes you want to go, I'll just stay inside. Unfortunately, our pal here doesn't really have much choice. They're gonna have to brave the elements soon enough. Look at that small bean, right? Look at them. Like, you could probably make a plushie out of this fella. You can make a plushie out of this fella, and I would be all over it. Man. Rise up, take notes. That idea's free. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go on easy so that I can show off what this fella is capable of, and let's just jump into a run here, huh? You know, if you've seen a Roboquest stream before, you know what this is all about, so we can just jump in here. So, Roboquest uniqueness isn't just in his appearance. Go with weapons damage, but it also goes with some of his mechanics, too. Let's go! Yeah, let's go, right? So, unlike the other characters, Superbot here is stuck with the current weapon he has, a little arm cannon, so instead of picking up new weapons, he just gets to eat them, right? And eating them will usually confer benefits. As you can see here, since I ate a higher level weapon than my current weapon, it levels up, and but you can do like other upgrades with it, like you would with the other guns. It's just that you can't swap them out, right? This is the one you get for better or worse, so better get good at it. And if you were thinking maybe you could get a leg up by maybe getting cells or anything like that from oh yeah, I should say that too. If you eat like a lower level weapon, you get a power cell, so yeah, you kind of find yourself swimming in it if you get a lot of weapon drops. But anyways, try to eat a weapon like this, and no, they thought of it. You can't eat that. Oh, hey, look, it's a buddy bot, my brethren. What if I ate them? I won't eat my buddy. Look at that. I mean, Superbot is a hero. He's got morals, right? I'm pretty sure cannibalism probably is not a trait a hero has usually, right? Anyways, let's just get out here. I'm not gonna bother with the timing. So yeah, second, it's a pretty straightforward weapon, right? Just like shoots little pew pew beams as a primary fire, and secondary fire is a more explosive shot. So got yourself a pretty good all around weapon. Also, his ability is just like an overdrive mode. Think of it as like a kind of like a super mode, which increases his fire rate and his speed, and maybe some other things too. And for his melee weapon, he just cuts him with a sword. Look at that, got laser sword, right? Just embracing his weebiness. Oh, he can also grind. Despite being a robot on treads, he totally gets his Tony Hawk on, just like the regular Guardians. Ah, I should have gone with Sonic. Why didn't I say Sonic? Gets his Sonic on. There. A cross between that and those iRobots that we're seeing in the first Sonic film. Yeah, there you go. Like the ones that have like the unicycle type of wheel and the little claws and everything. Yeah, I forget what they're called. They have a name. Like all of Robotnik's Badniks has a name. I just can't remember what that one was. Go with that. We'll just eat it up. Unfortunately, eating weapon rarities, for the most part, don't have an effect on Superbot if he eats them. The only one that does is like the orange quality weapons, and those he gets just like a new upgrade. So there's that. All right. Should I pick here? Taking damage reduces overdrive cooldown, or that. I'll go with charge shot. Every 1.5 seconds without shooting generates 1 charge, max 1. So now I kind of sort of turn into Mega Man. I just charge up a shot, and then without fire, as long as they don't fire, my secondary fire charges up, and then I get a super powered secondary fire. So Superbot does have an upgrade, which lets him change his gun's elements, but I think for the most part, you probably want to ignore things like these and just go for like the non-elemental upgrades. By the way, did you pick anything up from Steam's Fighting Game Fest sale? I didn't actually, because I already picked up a lot of stuff during like the summer sale, and admittedly I didn't pick up any fighting games. There weren't any that quite caught my mind. Although, I did notice that, was SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos was released yesterday. That was a surprise. That was kind of like the oddball of the SNK versus Capcom series. Mostly because I think it was like SNK that actually developed the game and not Capcom, but it was just like its own unique spin. I think it was cool for a couple of reasons, right? You got like SNK style sprites of all the Capcom characters, and you know, the ability to play as characters like Mega Man Zero and Mars People, and just like the weird post-apocalyptic theme that seemed to permeate throughout the entire game. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest game ever, but it certainly is an interesting one and probably worth checking out, at least preserving it for historical context, like most games are in that regard, right? OMG, SVC Chaos was a total pain to play through. Damn you, Violent Ken. Well, you know, developed by SNK, so, you know, they just brought their trademark boss handling to the series and everything. Ooh, charge shot has 100% auto critical chance. I think that kind of synergizes. Oh wait, no, that's a sub upgrade to the thing. Of course it synergizes, yeah. I forgot I have overdrive. That's the thing when you give like lots of options to a character. I'm like bound to forget a few of them. Oh boy, can I get there before time runs out? Oh man, right under the wire. But yeah, the trailer. I was watching the trailer, and some of the parts about it were amusing, like how they were advertising. Like, what was it like? The two like super secret bosses, Athena and I forget who the SNK rep, the Capcom rep was, but they were like, yeah, those two are playable right away. And then there was the other thing, was like memorable mechanics, and it's like, wow, I've never seen mechanics being described as memorable, but I can see how. But I wouldn't describe any mechanics they described in that as memorable. Then again, I'm not like I'm not like, you know, too big in the fighting game, so maybe it's a me thing. I picked up Under Night and Birth 2 Cis Soles. Oh, yeah. That was one game I was gonna pick up at some point down the line, because I played the first Under Night and Birth, and I found it fun. Just like a follow-up from the devs who created Melty Blood. Cast of interesting characters, even if I like understood nothing about the story. I like the character designs, they were pretty cool. Have you gotten into it? Have you played it at all yet? Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna get the Mark Explosion for sure. I guess we'll upgrade Super Blaster quality once, right? I'm a sucker for the anime style sprites and fighting games. Yeah! Sprite fighters. Ah. They're always enjoyable, but and it's a bit of a shame that 3D seems to have taken its place, although can at least appreciate that Arc System Works managed to figure out a style that evokes that sort of 2D sprite style while still being 3D. It's actually kind of cool the way they managed to pull that off. Us like, and then Unreal Engine 2, like the engine that infamously has like texture loading degrees, somehow managed to make it look good in that. That's pretty impressive. You're pretty cool. Thanks, Muckpie. Also, hello. I've dabbled a bit, getting used to the controls and how things work, etc. Ah, yeah. Classic. When you kind of get into a new game and break into it, gotta figure everything out. That's like how most new games go for me, right? It's like you're flailing around for a bit while you're trying to figure everything out, but you know, after a certain point, at least that you hope after a certain point, everything clicks and you start getting better and better. Hit up that training mode, right? Are there any characters that that kind of spoke out to you, even from like, you know, the initial reading? From what little I played of it, I think the characters that kind of I got drawn to the most was I think her name was like Lynn. She was like the kid wearing the hoodie and the spandex shorts, and also you know, was wielding a giant sword. And then there was also what is it? That one other girl who had like wind powers and stuff and had like wings on her heels. Kind of liked her too. keep on needing to remember that I got like a whole bunch of tools on my arsenal. Enkidu with his white hair and his aesthetic. Ah. It's always nice when you find that character that just like feels like matches your vibe. Totally get that. Waldstein looks very cool too. Nice. Yeah, I think I have Under Night Inbirth 2 on my wish list, and I'll give it some time. We'll see. Just let more characters come out, some updates, and maybe I'll get it down the line. Oh, accidentally triggered this Railbot, so go back and clear up this room here. Akatsuki, or Akatsuki, just looks like your stereotypical tsundere character. I guess you gotta have one in the cast, right? Like, you have a huge cast, you kind of need, like, you know, a surface level selling or elevator pitch for him. Like, okay, what is this character's archetype? Tsundere? Okay. What is this one? They're your hot-headed rival. And what about this one? Oh, they're the hero. Easy to recognize from a distance. For better or worse. I do like it when games have character archetypes that kind of buck trends and aren't, like, you know, complete, just typical portrayals of that sort of character type. I guess I should go with this one, because my current ability really doesn't damage anything. It just makes me shoot better. And I'm not sure if there's like a Soulstone Survivor style of thing where if it doesn't damage, they'll improve some other aspect of it. Oh, choose an improved version of Super Blaster's Alt Fire. It replaces the current one. Well, okay, let's see what we got. Triple Cannon or Mega Cannon. 3 explosive bolts or a huge piercing blast propelling you backwards. Looks like I can either change it into like the rocket launcher from Unreal Tournament or guessing railgun? That's a railgun, right? Let's go with railgun. Oh, it's still on cooldown. I was like, oh man, does it have to charge up? But no, it was still on cooldown. I was like, oh man, really just. But no, it's completely a me thing. Talking about bucking trends, for years I thought Fox from Bloody Road was a girl. Ha! I've never heard of this work before, but suddenly I'm like a lot more interested in it. So, like, are they like actually a guy, or are they non-binary, or? Oh, Bloody Roar. But still. Still, it's pretty cool. Curse you, autocorrect. Looks like there's a section over here I haven't checked yet. Yeah, Turtle Femboy, ooh! Okay. I've somehow completely forgotten about them. Femboy-o-wo, right? Yeah, it's like gone to the point where if I've learned that a character, like some sort of work has a femboy character, or like, you know, a character that has like more feminine leanings, my interest in it just shoots up. Can't level up my gun with either of these, so guess I'll just get power cells. Yeah, we like representation in early PS1 games, indeed. It is kind of remarkable, though, how, like, you look back and you realize, oh, wow. There were, like, quite a few works that had that sort of, those characters that kind of defied gender norms. Admittedly, they were also a bit more one-note, but, well. Back in the day, you kind of took what you could get, right? I am glad that. Although I wish, you know, femboy characters in like media these days were more prominent. It is nice that the ones that do come out are like a bit more deeper and more nuanced and aren't just, you know, the walking punchline of aha, I look like a girl but I'm a guy. That kind of gets boring fast. Like, I think one of my favorites in recent years has to be Rosado from Fire Emblem Engage. Right, he's like your usual guy who likes presenting feminine, and no one ever makes a big deal of it, right? It's just like, it's a thing about him, and, you know, they all talk about, you know, being cute and being fashionable and all that, but there's never any sort of, you know, they don't focus on that as like a punchline all too much, which is nice. Like Felix Argyle from ReZero, yeah, he's another one that I enjoy. And yeah, because he also has, like, you know, pretty deep character and motivations and everything. He's not just a walking punchline. I can only get one of these. Here, we'll go with, I wonder if Salt Shaker affects energy weapons, because if it doesn't, then this becomes useless. I guess I'll just get this, because I know that's going to work with my current weapon. Alright, let's see what we're fighting. Dr. Turret. Today's prescription is a giant laser. I'm going to administer it while spinning around. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a wrecker, baby, right round, round, round. Just remembered Ash Crimson from King of Fighters. Oh yeah, him, absolutely. I remember. There's another one who's, you know, very androgynously dressed, but they don't, like, call attention to it all that much. He even gets, like, something of a redemption arc, too, right? Because he was, like, kinda... Oh, wait, no. He was, like, the protagonist for a bit there, and then 13, he just got, like, erased from existence, and then he came back in, I think, 15? I don't know, King of Fighters timeline is a little confusing for me. Yeah, there was him, and... Several others too, but yeah, you could probably think of a couple of examples, but yeah. Oh, what should I get? Either refill 50% of energy or increase damage and reduce cooldown. Yeah, let's go with this. Ooh. Oh my god. Melee damage instantly executes common enemies with less than 20% health. I don't use melee all that much, unfortunately. Energy weapon damage, though, that is right up my alley. Oh no, Adland. Oh, hopefully you get something good. Oh, not Adland yet, but okay. This is your announcement that an ad will start in like 45 seconds. Oh, let's see if I can at least get to hear this 6 drop as soon as I enter the area. Yeah, that's like one musical timing I always try to get right, only because it's like pretty easy to get right. Also because the drop is pretty sick. You gotta get your musical moment in there. King of Fighters is as confusing as the FNAF timeline. Oh, how dare you try to restrict my freedom. You can't stop me. I will save humanity. More games need interactive soundtracks, right? It's always nice when you get like a game that has the music kind of match the situation. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I know it's another weird pivot, but I actually got back into that, and man, the soundtrack is like part of the reason why I'm into that game so much. Because the way it just sounds, you know, uncharacteristically dramatic, although I guess fitting for what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about. And also the way it kind of dynamically changes too, right? Like once the game's about to reach a climax, the game just the music just changes in accordance. Everything becomes, oh my god. These enemies be hampering my style, I swear. Would you say Need for Speed 2 was one of the first to have an interactive soundtrack? Hard to say, right? I'm not too keen up on that kind of thing because, you know, without knowing about video games and stuff, it's hard to say if that was one of the first. It's definitely an early example, though. I can say that. Yeah, we'll go with a level up. Oh, welcome back from Adland, everyone. Hope you got some decent ads. There's like another game series that I kind of sort of got into, or at the very least it was like a thing I appreciated about it. The original Dot Hack quadrilogy. Because that also had like the sort of dynamic soundtrack where you were out of combat. They had like a calm version of the theme playing, but once you got into combat, it was like that super smooth segue. They just added like additional instrumentation, but that just had the side effect of making everything sound super intense, and I thought it was like really cool. Twisted Metal Black has a good interactive one. Ooh, that would be a good game for having that. Yeah, let's have 2 charges for that. Yeah, increase my damage against turrets. I'll take that. Really need to save up some cells so I can upgrade my blaster quality even more. Or I guess I could just upgrade it now. Boom, like that. It all kicks off and a dramatic orchestral score kicks in. Oh, yeah. That's always fun when the style change includes like an orchestral accompaniment or vocals. That's when, or even both. That's when you know shit has gone like super real. Anyways, let's take an alternate path. We're not gonna take the standard path here. Because depending on how things go, it might actually let me show off one of the other features they had. Yeah, just switch it up, because I've gone on the other paths before, so we'll stray off the typical one a little bit. Good example is Burnout 2, the boosted version of the songs. Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah, the soundtrack just gets like gets more intense when you're boosting, which makes sense because what is it? Burnout 2 I think has like the boost refill system where you gotta do stunts and stuff while you're boosting, and if you do enough of them, you get another tank of boost, and you could just like keep doing that forever and ever, possibly. That's the kind of risk and reward I like. Okay, forget what I think this one is a timed. Oh yeah, that's a timed run. Okay, yeah, I gotta kill things and collect the yellow orbs for more time on the clock. Alright, can't stop, just go. I like how they have the enemies that restrict your movement here too. There's some real time wasters. Well, at least it's not like the other secret level, which has just a time limit. One hard time limit. You just make it to the end. Sure, you could spend time fighting, that's like more time that you're not spending getting to the end of the level. And the thing about this level is that if time does run out, that's it. Your run just ends right there and then. That would be kind of an embarrassing end, especially since I chose to go this way, right? Good thing I'm playing on easy so I can face tank all these explosives. Oh, hey, I made it. Let's go. Nuts! There was another upgrade thing, and I thought they would have let me pick it up, so... But, nah, I just had to get to the end of the room. Ah, well. Yeah, it's a casual run. Shouldn't fret too much over it. It's like, is it worth boosting around a 90-degree turn when you know there could be trucks and buses on the opposite side? Yeah! Time wasters, aka red and green players in MTG using board control cards. Well, I thought blue and white were like more of the staller colors, right? Because blue has like the bounce stuff, and then white usually has the prevention effects. It's been a while since I played Magic, so maybe things have changed since then. I know, was it one of Green's big shticks was that they pump like singular creatures up really, really huge, and Red's all just about being really fast and smacking you with as much damage as possible, like right out the gate. Oh, here we go. We're like entered a midway point in Aqua Station. It's kind of funny. Well, since my whole thing is about alt fire, might as well just keep up its cooldown, right? Can't pick up any of these, but that's okay. When crouch, you may think with a low profile that the Superbot can't really crouch, but nah, it can, right? You can kind of see it, like, very, very slightly lower itself, so... You know, Superbot still has a crouch state. Doesn't change too much, but I guess it still lets those other items work with it, so there's that. Okay. Let's go this way. That beam is a lot wider than I thought it would be. It catches a lot of things in its blast. You, like, aim it in a general direction. As long as they're all lined up, you usually get them destroyed. Oh, there I see you trying to sneak up on me. Going back to the Steam Fest, the one thing I like about the Steam Fest is that they will have a small amount of like little extra freebie things available to pick up. That's the one thing I always look for. It's like, okay, where are the icons, the stickers, and like the profile backgrounds and stuff? I know it's like all cosmetic and silly and not really important in the grand scheme of things, but I always like seeing what they set up for that. Good chance to check out games you might not have heard of. Yes, there is also that too. I do like, as much as I like the big sales, I do like their smaller focused sales too. For exactly that reason, right? You got the fighting game one, and then they had like a couple before that too, like the tabletop and the card games and roguelikes and just all sorts of varieties. Let's see. Actually want to re-roll what we can get. There we go. Choose an element. Super Blaster also deals damage of that element. Which one should I pick up? I like Cryo. Cryo is usually my go-to. Ah, it probably negates some of my non-elemental stuff that I picked up beforehand. Yeah, oh well. Is it just me, or is the shots like slightly homing too? That's how I found this Topica, recommended because I play City Skylines. Ah! Yeah, I remember you mentioning that one. Or I have to put that on my wish list. I do like a good city builder game. And one with a theme kinda might be fun too, right? Yeah, I do remember when Steam had the tabletop and the roguelite sale, and I did pick up a few games from that because you know, I was like, hey, I probably wouldn't have seen them otherwise. You know, considering all the games they have on sale, right? Oh, just all the games that are available on Steam in general. It's kind of hard to maybe get noticed, so having those like smaller focus sales gives you a better chance that people might check you out. It's like one of the things I like about the tags too, right? The user tags that everyone can put on. That way, Steam can like, drum up a list of recommendations depending on what you've bought or what you've looked at or what you've played before. That's like pretty cool. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade it to Legendary. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so you may have noticed, right? The secret level I was going through before, originally they had like a thing, it was like a crystal that would, help you out in the final level, but in one of the updates, they added like another material that would be there if you pick up the crystal beforehand. It's like crystal dust, and that's the thing you have to use here to upgrade your weapon into like an orange weapon, right? So like the first 3 tiers, they cost like an increasing amount of power cells, but if you want to get it up to legendary quality, or fantastic as this game calls it, you gotta get some of that crystal dust. You gotta go out of the beaten path a little bit. Put your avatar on neon billboards. Ah, I like it. I like a good custom content integration, right? Still makes me wonder how some of them get greenlit in the first place. Yeah, that's the thing with, having pretty lenient requirements for, like, getting your game on there and just having a ton of games. There's bound to be a whole lot of games that maybe aren't as worth it. And when you only have like a limited amount of time and a limited amount of money, you want to make it every moment count. So I certainly appreciate it when there are ways you can at least try to direct, other people towards games that might be worth checking out. I still remember back in the day when Steam had like that greenlight program where like the companies would like put up their proposals, or like the games that they wanted to put on Steam, and then the user base would have to. I forgot how they determined which games got to be listed on Steam or not, but I remember people complaining about it. They weren't too keen on the idea. So they eventually discontinued it. I guess like every game goes through the same process regardless of their indie or backed by a big company or anything like that. Do you remember any like Steam greenlight success stories? I can't think of any off the top of my head. I know Steam greenlight was like a really long time ago too, so there might be that. Ooh, 100% autocritical against frozen enemies. Yes, please. Considering I have all that other stuff that seems to proc off the criticals and everything, might as well, right? dang it. One of the other things I like about Superbot is just that, like, normally with those weapons, like, this game doesn't have like any sort of salvage mechanic, right? You can't like convert those weapons into anything normally. It's just like a mechanic that's unique to a Superbot here. He's got the salvage mechanic. For good reason, too, because I guess they want to give an incentive to keep eating weapons, right? It's not like a mechanic that you only use, like, 12 or, 13, 14 times in a run. It's nice. It's nice like that. Let's see. Dang, it's all weapons or power cell. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these 5 items. Doesn't matter which one I pick. It'll all lead the same thing to me. +1 power cell. Some of those free ones are pretty good if you need to kill some time. Oh yeah, the free games section. I've seen some interesting ones come from that. Like, I remember the one I played long time ago was like Helltaker, right? That was the sliding puzzle one. That was pretty fascinating. And then there's some other ones that have come out for free that are pretty good too. Yeah, there's a Hollow Cure, right? That one's out on Steam. Big shock, right? After being like a independent sort of freeware fan game for a while, they got the go ahead to come out on Steam. That's pretty freaking rad, right? And yeah, a bunch of others too. Others that aren't just like, the F2P games that have like microtransactions and stuff. They got some like legit good free games. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, wait. Nah. Like, why would I spend cells on upgrades when I can just, like, get up... when I will get upgrades naturally by, eating weapons. Whew. Okay, those flamethrower bots are going to be the bane of my existence. I'm still waiting for Underground Garage to release. They announced it like 2 years ago, and it's still saying coming soon. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it when that happens so much. Yeah, it's always sucks when they announce a game, you're like super excited for it, and then, you're just like waiting at the bit for more news, any news, and it just does not come, like, at all. Yeah, like you mentioned, was it Underground Garage, but there was the one that was like super excited about, Recreation. It was going to be Dangerous Driving 2, but then they decided to change it entirely because I guess how much of a scope change it was, but yeah, they announced that. I think they had like a display for it 1 year, and they haven't really said much since then. Granted, they did announce Recreation in like 2019, and well, 2010 happened, so they still might be trying to adjust around that, but still, that's like one of the games I would be totally into if they were to release it, right? Certainly would be a good focus for a stream, for a few streams, right? Like, who doesn't want, like, open world, create your own high-speed racing theme park? That is, like, right up my alley. Some of my games are still in early access, but are getting regular updates and stuff. It's like, has it been like for years? Because I know when it's something like that, it can get a bit trying. It's like, all right, so how much more work do you need to put in that game before you deem it ready for release, right? Like, early access is great and all, but you can't stay in there forever. You eventually gotta put it out there, right? BeamNG is still in early access. Yeah, it is. Although it's still getting updates, so. But yeah, that one's been there for quite a while. It's like after a certain point, you gotta go ahead with the full release, right? And yeah, I know about the what is it, the Miyamoto quote that is a game that is still being developed could potentially be good one day, but a bad released game will be bad forever or something like that. But I feel like there's a time limit to that, right? Like if a game is in early access for an extremely long time, then eventually people are gonna just like run out of patience. Or, you know, expectations. There's the whole expectation factor too, where you stay in there long enough and people will build up like such lofty expectations that the full release is never going to measure up to it. It's like it's a thing you gotta balance. Like, yeah, you know, you probably have like, you know, things in mind that you want to have before you hit that 1.0 release, but you know, there's a human cost, a time cost, I'm guessing a money cost too. Needs optimizing though, because it's such a resource hog. Oh yeah, absolutely is. I remember that one time I streamed it, and when I loaded up the map, it like loaded the car piece by piece, and then loaded the map piece by piece. That was pretty fun. Oh yeah, non-conditional damage increase against bosses. Yes, please. The Judge Ball. I think it's deemed us unworthy. Oh. This one really isn't that intimidating anymore. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's just dropping bombs. That's fine. Oh, I was doing the laser thing and the bomb thing. Okay, okay. It'd be rather embarrassing if I ended up falling here. But I didn't. Hooray! Wow, exactly 200 HP. Ah, airborne. Nah. Just level up my gun while I can. What the? Secret book grants 1 upgrade choice. Yeah, I'll have enough cells if I get this one. Might as well get this one. And since I have a cryo weapon, we'll get that one. Random question time, did you ever play that awesome beat-em-up from Capcom, Armored Warriors? This is the first time I've heard of that. Beat-em-up, though. Sounds like fun. What's its style? Is it like, sort of like, you know, the future style, or is it more of a fantasy style? Armored Warriors makes me think it's, like, maybe more on the fantasy side, but I don't know, I could see it being like a robot beat-em-up. Think Streets of Rage, but you're in mechs. Okay, okay. So it's like a more of a future style. Well, that's still pretty cool. A mecha beat 'em up. That sounds like a lot of fun. I think it's like what a lot of people said about Capcom. They're sitting on a lot of cool series and franchises, but they don't focus on too many of them, right? Like, think currently it's like mostly Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, maybe Street Fighter, right? Can't forget Street Fighter, but you know, you'll get people clamoring for other games in this series, like, you know, Beautiful Joe, Okami, Red Earth, Darkstalkers, Darkstalkers, yeah, things like that. I can understand that when you just want them to at least give a nod to that franchise you love so much. Ooh, max speed. Yeah, we'll do that. This just turns Overdrive into an absolute beast, right? You pop Overdrive and you just start killing everything in the room because you get a time extension every time you kill an enemy, so. So need to get to the room, and alright, here we go. Hey, stop that. It's especially in this level where the whole, you get one power cell if you eat a weapon that's a lower level than yours, really comes into play, because you get, like, just so many weapons that drop in this level that eventually just swimming in power cells, and you kind of can't quite figure out what to do with them after a point. Right? Depending on the vendors that show up, you might not even be able to spend all of them before you get to the final boss. $19.94 at its finest. Forgotten one from Konami was Metamorphic Force. This is the first time I've heard of that one as well. What was that game like? Okay. We got one more, and then I'll start just scouring the edge. You know what? Maybe I'll just go here since I'm already on this path. That was like Bloody Roar, but a side-scrolling beat-em-up. The characters could change into anthro characters. Ah, okay. So it's like you had like a super mode of sorts. That's kind of neat. Yeah, just eat a weapon. Oh, we're in Adland. Because I was gonna talk about how I think this was like in since the 1.0 release, but you know, since I have like so many extra wrenches now, I just go ahead and buy all the art cards I see here. Alright, time to scour the edges. Oh, this is the exit. Okay. Just nom this one and move on. See, overdrive is active, increase damage or armor by 16%. Sure, why not? Welcome back from Adland, everyone. So many forgotten arcade games, indeed. I can at least appreciate there's a bit of a push to try to make, like, collections. Right, just, like, collections of games that have never left the arcades or anything like that. The other trend I enjoy, too, is, people just, like, making collections of those Flash games. Right, the Flash games that you used to just play on various websites, they would make collections of them, and you could just get them on, you know, your platform of choice, mostly on Steam. Okay, so this is like the one thing they added with the new update. Instead of having that Superbot cave like they had here before, now it's like a door that leads to a new area, and this is where you would like start on the steps you would need to unlock Superbot, but has a pretty... I shouldn't say hefty. It's something you gotta pay attention to, right? You gotta get here, you gotta kill the 4 like sub enemies on the top, and you gotta do it all in less than 22 minutes. Now you can see on the timer in the top right we are well over that time, but you know, the one run I had to kind of hoof it a little bit more to make it to that door within 22 minutes, and I managed to pull it off. And you know, after that there are some more steps you have to undertake, but it's not too many, and then only then are you able to don the mantle of Superbot and you know, avenge, or get your revenge, I should say. You're not really avenging anyone, maybe humanity, but just need a weapon. Okay. I think there's one more area I need to go through that has enemies and stuff, and then we can get the heck out of here. And really, that new area, it's nothing too special. It has, like, additional data logs and stuff, and the items you need to get Superbot, but other than that, it's like a pretty straightforward gauntlet. Right, you go through like a hallway, then you do a combat room, then you go through another hallway, then you do another combat room, and then you're at the end. Oh yeah, there's the red area I have to go through yet. I'd say one of the most popular Flash games is Happy Wheels. Ah, oh, man. You have to refresh me on that one. What was that one like again? I'll get another cell. Okay. Let's see if I can make my way to the exit before the time bar empties out there. I probably should have maybe used one of these rails here, because you grind pretty fast. Oh, I gotta go further than I thought. Oh, nope. Out of time. Yeah, it's fine. Has all these challenging levels. If you take damage, your characters can lose limbs and stuff. It's quite gory. Ah! It's like one of those types of games that has like the cute aesthetic, but it's actually a lot bloodier than it looks, and that therein lies the contrast. There were a lot of those games, and even Flash animations back in the day. Because, well, it was like around that time, that phase where, you know, everyone was in that sort of edgy teenager phase, so you gotta do all that hardcore stuff like, you know, making people lose their limbs and having blood and guts and everything like that. Cryo crit damage. Why wouldn't I take that? What do you got? Yeah, I don't like either of those. Very Newgrounds. Yeah, Newgrounds was kind of rife with that. If it wasn't bloody, it was like very scatological humor. I don't know why that was like so goddamn prevalent. But you know, even amongst all that crap, you still had like a couple of gems in there. Like, I remember, was it the Phoenix Wrong series, and then there was like Mortal Kombat parodies, and Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, and was Super Mario Brothers Z, Mega Man versus Metroid, and Mega Man versus Ghosts and Goblins. Probably a lot more stuff. The Flash series like Burt, Face Man, Salad Fingers. Oh yeah. Fancy Pants Adventures, Alien Hominid even. My Dad and Me. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get out here. Oh, an epic battle fantasy. Forgot about that. I forgot it started out as a Flash series, because I know you can just like get those games on Steam now, like all of them now, even, right? Those were the days, right? You just get back home from school, get on the computer, go to your favorite Flash Games website, congregate Newgrounds, really addicting games, things like that, and just like see what's on the front page. Hey, this game sounds interesting, why don't I check that out? And just play that for a while. I can't believe Salad Fingers is still going. Wow, it is? Hey, you know what? That's cool, right? I do like a series that still manages to kind of stand, right? Even after all this time. Because, you know, it's seen a lot of things, right? Like, a whole lot of societal changes and technology upgrades and, you know, people just, like, growing up with the series. They might have seen that as a kid and it's still going now, even as even when they're an adult. Good on them. It's like that and, was it Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? I think that's like... I think it's just like someone celebrated the 18th anniversary, I think, of the first episode coming out. And you just gotta like sit back and think, oh my god, it's been a really long fucking time. You know, little Karibo still putting out episodes. Maybe not as often as at the start, but still doing them. Gotta admire that commitment. I'm pretty sure if, like, you know, what he finishes, he gets to like the last episode of the original series and goes, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna hang up my deck and call it here and just enjoy life. You know what? Good on him. He's earned it. Has absolutely earned it. He released a 20th anniversary episode this year. It kind of makes you stop and think. Holy crap, 20 years. It has been that long. Ouch, I really ate it at the end there. If I were like a proper speedrunner, I'd be grappling everywhere, but... Oh. I should have used my railgun. There we go. A little too late, but I'll remember it for next time. Where the heck was that? Oh, that was from the flamethrower bot. I thought it was like a giant, like, comet that was about to land on me, but no, it was a flamethrower thing. I saw you there, stealth robot. Cannot withstand the might of my sniper rifle. In 20 years, it'll be 20 years next year for the anniversary of I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! Oh man. I remember when I saw that for the first time, thinking it was like the most hilarious thing ever. Probably still is hilarious to an extent, but yeah. I'm like almost certain that an X-Men movie around the time actually made a reference to that because it was just that memorable. I still go back to it from time to time. Oh yeah. There's always that one piece of media you return to, right? For old time's sake. I like to do that with Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter 3. An absolute tour de force of just artistry there and sprite work. New robot? Well, sort of. Yeah, this is like the latest class they added to the game, the Superbot, back in June, and I am only just now getting around to checking it out. Also, hello, TylerTown234. Welcome. Thanks for checking me out. How are you doing? Oh. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like a unique class. Manages to stand out from the others. It isn't just like, you know, big, bulky Guardian bot with some changes in... Oh! Thank you so much for the follow. There we go. I'll make all this health back. Yeah. We'll eat that. Oh, good! Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool if I say so myself. I enjoy it. I enjoy this class because they also have some other stuff too. I should show you that once I get back to base camp, but Superbot actually has like a couple of unique cutscenes. I think they showed off one of them in like a trailer, but there's some other fun one. There's another fun one in there too. I wonder if they'll replay it when I beat the game. How do you get it? It's actually... It's a sort of lengthy process, because they also added, like, a new level that you have to access from Haven City. Yeah, you gotta get there in, like, 22 minutes. You gotta get there, defeat the bosses in 22 minutes, and then you can enter the door. And then, like, through that level, you'll get a special item that you can take to the Aqua Station, give that to the character, and then you'll get, like, another item. And then you can take that all the way to the final level, where you can, you know, use the item on, like, Herobot's corpse, or Superbot's corpse, and then they'll come back to life. And then you'll be able to play as them. Another member of the Azure Fanboy fam. Another one to the ranks. One of us, one of us. Oh, that seems hard. Well, the hardest part about it is, like, doing the runs and, like, knowing where to look, right? It's like like some of the other secrets in this game, you kind of have to... If you're not looking at a guide, you do have to maybe trial and error, try different paths, see where the items you need go, and things like that, right? I have never gotten to the end. Well... You know what? I'm rooting for you, right? Just keep at it. Eventually, you'll find yourself at the end, and you'll be able to claim glory and all that. I believe in you. Okay, let's fight the boss. Beetle Royale. Still a good pun. I enjoy it. Beetle Royale. It's a good name for a boss. I gotta run. And it is defeated. I believe in you, thanks. It's always nice to have folks rooting for me. And now we're off to the moon! See, I got the alt fire cooldown. Why not? We'll upgrade my cryo damage even more. Alright. Moon? Yes, this is the moon. Where the final level takes place. Always, we all know you got this, thanks. Here we go. Oh. Once again, I forgot to alt fire before I activated overdrive. should I get? You know what? We'll get chemistry. Increase elemental damage. Why not? At this point, it's like an unconditional damage boost, right? You know, part of me wishes the moon was like a bit more fleshed out, right? It's like, as cool as it is, just like having 2 combat rooms and like a little hallway joining between them makes it feels like a bit anticlimactic, right? I wish there was at least like one section that had like that had you like in a big open lunar surface area to really give you that sort of feeling that, holy crap, I'm on the moon! It's like, man, the music really gets you pumping, and you know, the whole scope of the matter. But yeah, when the most you get, that's like, you know, the non-combat room areas is like this little closed-off hallway. Can be a bit deflating, you know. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's a shield generator. I was looking for it. I was like, okay, which way are the shields pointing? Try to pinpoint the place of the generator so I can blow it up and take on everyone else. Man, that railgun's kind of nuts. You know what? Let's just boost weapons damage some more. Increase the DPS. Starting area and final boss part 2 room do that now. Oh yeah, they do. But I wanted like a, you know, a section with like a big old lunar field and you're fighting like a ton of enemies there. Or at least something like this a bit more open than the 2 rooms that we had. The level's fine as it is. I just have like different ideas in mind. It's fine for what it is, right? Certainly not a knock against it. It's a personal preference, that's all. Also, hello, welcome holograms. Thanks for hanging out. Don't mind me rocking out to the lit tune, right? Really gets you hyped up. It's like, oh yeah, this is the final level. Oh, we are gonna kill it here. That's fair. Alright. I mean, this is like appropriately intimidating, right? Just like a huge ass door, just to let you know, oh yeah, this is the final boss door right here. You're really gonna be in for a bad time. Also, you remember how before there used to be like Superbot here, right? You get like those logs from Superbot that goes like, ah, yeah, I'm gonna go kick Iris's butt. I'm gonna kick it so hard, and then you come up here and it's like, ah, Superbot's dead. Haha. Little end of the punchline there. But then now they have the update that lets you revive Superbot and give him another go. Anyways, time to get our revenge. Let's take down Iris once again. And at the very least, the final boss is, like, appropriately intimidating, right? Just, like, fighting this huge-ass machine that's, like, all the way on the other side, and they got just attacks that cover a wide area, but there's, like, enough time for you to kind of get out of the way, right? Once you figure out the tells, it's like, alright, you can reposition yourself to kind of avoid a lot of the damaging spots, right? Strap in, strap it on, and kick arse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. That's how every boss in this game is in this game, pretty much. See, I want something like this, right? Big old vast open field, you just like see the sky in the distance and you're just like, oh my god, I'm on the moon. Then again, maybe saving it for this moment kind of has its own brand of stakes raising, right? Really just like ups the scale, reminds you what you're fighting for. It's like, oh man, you see the sky in the background and look, there's the Earth too, just to give you a reminder of what you're fighting for. And there we go. Humanity is saved once again. Oh, okay, so they just like take you right to the victory screen. The first time you take down Iris as a Superbot, they do play like a special cutscene. It's pretty fun. But this is like the really fun part, right? Before you would have like Max just like leaping up in joy, but here you got Superbot raising his sword in victory. He's like, I did it. Mostly just look overwhelming the first few times. Yeah, you know, like before you know their attacks and their patterns, you're just like getting hit left and right. It's like, oh my god! And then eventually you figure things out, and then it's a lot more manageable, a lot less intimidating, and all that, right? Just like that final Galactus boss battle. Yes, exactly. Right, once you figure out like how to time it and when you need to start blocking, Galactus is like, you know, a lot more manageable, but still conceptually very, very cool. Okay, I wonder if I can replay the cutscenes from the museum. Cinemax. Ah, there we go. Okay, here we go. So, the first time, alright, when you unlock Superbot, this is what plays. And I think this is like the one trailer they had on YouTube as well. Haven City is corrupted. It all started that night, a few years back. Mom, Dad. Just straight up Batman origin story. Since then, the villains are everywhere, spreading evil. They think they have the upper hand, but not for long. I'll kick their ass all the way to the last one. I know who's pulling the strings behind. No matter where you hide, Iris, I will find you. And justice will be served. Get ready. I'm coming for you. Even if it leads me to the moon. And then he got his ass kicked, and then the Guardian went and revived him. Anyways, this is what plays the first time you beat the final boss. This is freaking Dragon Ball Z's that thing. I'm pretty sure that sound effect is also like straight from Dragon Ball Z too, right? Just drags him right along the ground too and everything. Oh, what? You're still moving? I can take care of that. Just fucking laser to the face. There we go, looking out on the planet that he saved. He's just like, yeah, I did it! And then this segues into the credits, but you've probably seen that. There you go, Superbot cutscenes. I like how they put like the little bit of extra effort into that. It's really fun. For what was like a gag character, they made him like something. Let him have his day. It's pretty fun. Okay, 1.5 hours. Why don't we do another run? Let's try up in the stakes a little bit. See if I can get a win as hero Superbot on standard. Yeah, this is gonna be an all Superbot stream. It's a very super stream. I might actually go for Gourmet, because I'll probably just get hurt a lot, so I might as well get that health restoration. And who knows, maybe like Gourmet's sub upgrades might give me additional benefits as well. Alright, all power cells all the time. Alright, now it's gonna be where I play maybe a bit more conservatively, because these enemies will be able to do me in a bit more easily. But yeah, I gotta remember I can overdrive, boost my DPS by a little bit. I wonder if I should try to find armor ups as well. Just like reduced amount of damage Superbot takes. Because this guy does not get a lot of health, as you can see. We're only starting at like 140 HP. Considering how much damage these enemies can do on standard. That means I can only take like maybe 3 to 4 hits before I go down. So I just gotta be extra careful. Eat that torpedo rifle. Oh, ad mode. Enjoy the ads. Or at the very least, withstand the ads. Endure the ads. I'll go with Braveheart. Just a armor bonus till I get hit. And then I get a damage bonus until the armor bonus comes back. That's cool, right? Increases non-burn damage against burning enemies. That's not useful for me, unfortunately. Energy weapons damage. That's just a boost. Taking down an enemy, 4% chance to drop more healing cells. Yeah, I think it had to do with a common blaster for now. See you back there. Well, I didn't see you back there to start, but then, you know, my radar said there was someone back there, so I saw someone back there. I think those Robots are the ones that have the most potential to mess me up, because I'll like just frantically try to track them down, which has me ignoring all the other enemies, and they're kind of free to take pot shots at me. Unfortunately, all I have is this little pew-pew blaster for now. Also, welcome back from Adland, everyone. I hope you got some decent ads, or you just got up and got yourself some refreshments and drinks and relieved yourself. I'm kind of like torn on commercials. On one hand, seeing like what people cook up for the adverts is funny, but on the other hand, you know, when I want to watch a show, I just want to watch the show. I don't want like companies peddling to me products that I may or may not care about. I know there are like certain trends that have like kind of completely become born out of ads though. Like Super Bowl ads, I know a lot of people still make a big deal out of them. It's like, and that's like because all the companies also pull out all the stops for Super Bowl ads. Admittedly, some of them are pretty fun, although it's been a while since I watched like broadcast television, so I'm not up to date on any ads that might be cool in the modern times. Oh my god. Purchase junk art. Well, yeah, like I said, legendary weapons just give you a free upgrade, so it's like spending 8 cells for an upgrade. It works pretty well. I'll get that, so I still have 18% armor even if I do get hit. Why not? Guess we'll spend the rest on a quality boost. Let's see, level 3 blaster. Yeah, as well. Most of them would have gotten me a cell anyway. Oh, no Railbot this time. It's a little surprising. Oh. ABS, always be strafing, especially on higher difficulties, because the shots will hit your face if you don't move. Imagine that. If you see a projectile coming towards you, step out of the way. As the Arbiter might say, were it so easy, right? That's a phrase I need to incorporate into my conversations more often. Anytime someone just says something like, just do this, I just respond with, were it so easy. Because maybe it is that easy, but maybe it might not be, and you can't always just say, just do this, as if doing that one thing will solve all the problems. Right? One thing I have tried to incorporate into my conversations, and I've managed to do like every now and then, is do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? That's a fun one to say, because someone who recognizes it can go be like, ah, Batman Beyond! But otherwise, people might just like try to explain themselves, and that's also funny. That's also fine. Superbot does also have that one upgrade that gives him benefits based on the healing cells he's picked up. I might actually pick that up, because along with this, it synergizes pretty nicely. This challenge is like so much easier when you have a robot with a low profile. No! I missed him. It's okay. It's only one. It's only one. You can't win them all, right? If only I were better at shooting. I kind of wish there were like some sort of option that you could have to let you know if your secondary fire was available to fire. Or is that it on the screen there? Okay, yeah, never mind. It is. It's the orange number. Never mind. Forget I said anything. You know, VTuber blind. Ha ha ha. Yeah, there we go. So I see the orange one. That means my secondary fire is ready to go. Get me out of my mind. Get me out of my mind. Here. Every 3 seconds, your next shot fires an explosive missile, or dropping to 0 health restores 30% of your maximum health and destroys this item. Should I get the auto revive or extra DPS? This is only every 3 seconds though, and doesn't look like the missile's homing. I'll go with the extra life. We'll do that. One freebie if I mess up too much, which will probably happen in the next stage. Like, this first area usually is no problem, but it's like when you get to the next area and you start facing like the enemies with the more complex patterns and maybe the tighter spaces, that's when things start getting tricky. And you know, the combat rooms too, right? Where you just got enemies in every direction and not much time to breathe. Ooh, I guess I'll go with Adaptive Shell, since I got the armor, so I know I'm gonna get hit, and Overdrive will repair my scratch damage, so there's that too. We'll go this way first, clear out the enemies this way, and then we'll go back. Okay. Alright. Go this way. Oh yeah, I forgot there would be enemies here too. I don't know why I was expecting anything else. There we go. Ooh. Critical damage takedown, 50% chance to gather pickups. Yes, please. What can I get here? Fire rate, reload speed. Yes, please. I think I'll hang on to my other cells here. Man, secondary fire's explosion radius is deceptively small sometimes. Alright. Here comes the real test! Can I survive enemy fire coming at me from multiple directions? Well, as long as the enemies stay concentrated on the center, this shouldn't be too bad, right? As long as we don't get, like, too many of those shield bots, either. I forgot how long the cooldown was originally, because I just stacked so many secondary fire cooldown upgrades in my other run, and now I gotta wait like a million years for my charge shot to become available again. There we go. Took a bit, but I managed to come out of that largely unscathed. In fact, you could say I'm like properly unscathed considering I was able to recover most of my damage there. Oh, 667. I'd missed by wrenches being at 666. The number of the beast. Okay, we'll upgrade the quality again. You want to do 10% auto critical or just increased critical damage? Yeah, let's go with an auto critical boost. Ah, there you are. Aha, just try to catch up to me. Oh god, he's coming this way! Oh, now you're over here, and you're over here. Okay, those mines are going to be a problem. No! They got me. Oh, they got me again. Whew! Alright. Retaliation, deal 50 damage and apply high impact to enemies dealing damage to me. Oh, why not? I got the damage reduction, so may as well. I'm like almost certain that these armor upgrades are probably supposed to be more meant for like melee builds. But I'm just kind of using it as a freebie. As a kind of get out of big damage free card every few seconds. This is one of the things about buying upgrades in the previous level. Sometimes it leaves you with no resources to pick up upgrades in this zone. On the other hand, I don't think these are anything I would actually pick up. Maybe Hourglass, but that's a big ask. Big if. Alright, alright, alright. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. See, I regressed back to my old ways and look at where it got me. Just ate a ton of damage for no reason. Hopefully I'll get a weapon drop in this next area. Maybe we can try to snipe some folks while I'm over here. Oh, Look at that. Tried to imprison me. Tried to jail me, but I'm like, nah, son. Get that. Get that out. Take that out of there. Gotta watch out for those little turrets too, because they can sucker punch you. Alright. Oh, I see ya. Get sniped, son. I think I took one to the face there. Alright. Alright. Next area. Hopefully this one doesn't have a rail bot. Nope, doesn't. I will sit back and snipe all the same, though. Nom. Robot sure loves teleporting around. You just stand still for like half a second so I can blast you. There we go. I think I aggroed one more, so let's take care of them. Alright. Going back to the purple area. I do like a little ding sound that plays whenever you blow up a robot. Just to let you know, yep, they are properly taken care of. You need to now start focusing your efforts elsewhere. Dang it. Okay, there's like a little tiny fella here. Can't leave him standing because I might go back. I might trip him up on the way back and then they'll sucker punch me. Or sucker shoot me, as the case may be. Right? Yep. Level up my Super Blaster. Ooh. Let's hit him from above. Oh, I heard that. Wow, that one almost got me. Alright. When you have no scratch damage, increase fire rate and reload speed by 25%. Sounds like something I'm rarely ever going to actually be able to activate. Why don't I just up my weapons damage? See if there's anything I can get here. Increases damage by half of my movement speed. Increase alt fire damage by 20%. Let's get that one. Shock damage, not useful. Let's get a power cell. Not doing that. Trying to think. Should I go on the regular path or should I take the alternate path again, just so I can get the crystal dust to upgrade my super blaster to orange. The orange blaster is pretty useful. Since I only have the one. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. A little off the beaten path. Oh, right, this is a time challenge. It might be a little different now it's on standard. Okay. Because I'll be eating a lot more damage, and... Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Okay, those explosives are really hurting. I need to go. Not that way. Maybe the one time I don't need to focus on killing everything. Okay, yeah, timer disappears, I get my thing. Go here for the upgrade. Alright, what do I pick? Let's see, my weapon isn't elemental. Oh, you know what? Alright, fine. Since overdrive repairs my scratch damage anyway, that's probably synergistic, right? Sure, I'll take the B rank. Better B rank than being dead, right? Words to live by. Not gonna contend with that. Taking damage increases... Oh. Yeah, get this one. Movement speed, fire rate boost. Why not? That does not seem useful. Oh, guess what? We can upgrade our weapon to max right here, right now. Oh yeah. Gotta be really careful of those giant red bouncy balls. Those missiles too, holy cow. They were really gunning for me there. A lot of mechanics that are just like, don't stand still. And you know what? It's probably a good thing to espouse in video games, right? ABM, always be moving. Is it just me, or does my weapon... Oh, it deals cryo damage now. That's fine. Cryo tends to be a good element, and I wish I'd picked up all those other stuff that boost the cryo element. Finally. Takes care of that. Ooh, combat room time. If I remember correctly, Superbot also has like a set of jetpacks. Set of gadgets that he always has equipped, and you can't unequip them, which is like fine all because like most of the gadgets tend to be a net benefit anyway. I think the only thing he can't equip are the sunglasses, That's the one that gives you like a health penalty in exchange for a damage boost, and you can kind of see why maybe they didn't want to do that, because this guy's health is low enough already. Has the potential to become pretty absurd depending on which way you build, so extra DPS would kind of just like make him a gimme, if anything. Alright. What should I get? Oh! I should get max speed since I got like an overdrive focus build already, right? Let's do that. Just being able to extend it. I'm sure if you're like really cracked at this, you could have very little downtime on your overdrive, can just like fire with impunity with a boosted fire rate and armor and speed and everything. Alright, let's get out of here. I think this is the furthest I've gotten with Superbot. Yeah, I was trying some runs offline, and I did get some easy runs, as you might have seen on Twitter, but the standard victory with Superbot does still elude me. Well, I am going to get the armor boost for sure. Reloading increases fire rate. Yeah, let's do it. Again, I'm not sure if energy weapons necessarily reload, but the only downside is that it has no effect, really. It is always nice when a railbot is in full view of your little hidey hole, so you don't have to kind of expose yourself fully if you want to get at it. Eat that and go. I didn't even bother to check see if the sale reward was 2 of them. I probably should have. You know what they say, haste makes waste, and all that. Also, me standing there for a moment could have led to my demise, but it didn't. Lucky me. How did I miss all those shots? God damn. I wonder if this is my brain starting to fry. Okay, here's where the real trouble begins. Can I survive this onslaught? Well, as long as I can kill things fast enough to keep that upkeep going. At least make a overdrive last long enough so that there's very little downtime when I have to pop it again. Dang it. I needed that AoE to clear out some enemies. Okay, this is starting to look bad. Alright, I think we're back in control. Ooh! Still have half my health. Oh. Go eat that. And let's see. Ooh! I could use this. Using Overdrive instantly recovers Super Blaster's alt fire cooldown. That's just more DPS. Alright, we're back in okay shape. Cryo crit. Well, I got a cryo weapon, so why not? We'll get that. Increases hero cape damage by your bonus armor. I don't want to crouch. Fire rate. Nah. Ideally, I would not be, ideally I would not be affected by status ailments, so... The armor's there to kind of mitigate the times I do get hit. Which is going to be a lot. I want to get this though. Increases armor by 12%, decreases healing cells efficiency by 50. Ah, why couldn't you have shown up in like the final area or something so I have less regrets of passing you by? Great. I have an ice weapon. I'm gonna be facing off against ice enemies. This is gonna go swell. Ow. I saw it coming and yet I kept going. Why me? Why? Just take them out where I can. Ouch. Oh, there's a weapon there I can use to restore my health later. Yeah, it looks like I didn't... Well, okay, I needed it. Might as well. 350. It works, it works. Whew, alright. Second combat challenge, let's go. Apologize for not speaking too much, but I am concentrating the fuck out of this right now. Alright, just one more. Woo! That went shockingly well. Holy cow. Okay. I think there's one more room and then we fight the boss. Okay, 2 more rooms. We're pretty close to the boss room. More. There you are. Boom. Okay. Next zone. Okay, this will be the last one. Overdrive is active. Increase armor by 16%. Yes, please. Why not? Get that additional damage reduction in there. Got head bonked by 15%. Yeah, let's get this. And the off chance I do hit some, jump on the head, I can potentially increase the kill threshold. All right, Oh, God. Okay. The reason why your Superbot is still able to grind this fella, who is all about the grind rails. Alright. Oh, he's moving. Ow. Right into me. Why can't I shoot those mines? You know, this Catter Coaster is not doing as much to me as I thought it would. Okay, time is running out. I need to kick your butt soon. Or else this acid water, wastewater will do me in. Whew! Oh man. That got a little worrying there. Something tells me my success in its next zone is going to depend on which end boss I face. Because there's one that's going to be a handful, and then there's one that's probably not going to be too bad. Just to have to hope I get the one that's more manageable. I think I want this one. Increase auto-critical chance, because... yeah. See, I don't want to increase my movement speed, that's for sure. And no one else here is selling anything I want. Remind me of the old magazine I found a while ago. The title was Kick Some Middle Ass or something. So it's definitely not a Bender magazine because, you know, that would have said something different. Is it just me, or does that fire rate just get better and better the more kills I land? Man, that took a while. Turrets are a lot scarier on this difficulty. I think one of the things they said about this difficulty specifically was that the aggro range of the enemies is much larger, so that's why like so many more of them are like coming after you the moment you enter a room. Depending on how you play, you might have to do this like totally Dark Souls style, just, you know, slowly poke out to aggro a handful of enemies and then, you know, pare down the numbers that way. Even if that does tank your time rank. Let me see, that giant caterpillar was trying to make its way towards me. Or, that wasn't a caterpillar, that's a giant robot. Should I get the homemade cannon again, or should I get gun diet? Let's go with this one. Kinda need the crowd control, and we'll go with railgun again, because it has proven to be invaluable. looks like okay. Two of the shop rooms over here. Let's get to them. What you got for me? Ah, this one's good. 1 ammo or 5% energy. Yes. I'm gonna re-roll my affixes, especially since I have like a cryo element on this blaster now. And there was a... Yep, this way. The art gallery. I can pick up 3 more cards. They're all weapons, so I'm gonna level them up. What can I get here? Ooh, bow tie, yes. Let's crouch, jetpack. Yeah, you know what? Get that. More time airborne is just a plus. Okay. We'll just do the loop. Dang it, you were shielded. I don't know why I shot my railgun at you. I wonder if this gun can, like, ever gain the hit scan property. That would work wonders, to be honest. Alright, time for the main attraction, giant caterpillar bot. Go. Okay, there's like several fools up here. Having a synergistic build really helps. Also, not getting caught up on corners, that really helps too. Could you imagine if I got caught at the wrong time, this robot just like sends out a super attack at me as I was there and just like brings my health from 410 to 0? Man, that would have sucked. I almost walked into his mines. You know what I don't get? Why some people pronounce mine as mines, right? They say something like, the sandwich is mines. Like, how did that pronunciation come about anyway? Should I just go for an armor boost? Should I go with shooting with super blasters, alt fire fills? You know what? Let's do that. Being able to fire more just means more DPS, and that's always a plus, right? Oh. Okay, so there's like only one more group of enemies. There we go. All we need to do is find, oh, hello there, goodbye there. The green area, there we go. Oh, hello there, stray robot. As I take care of you, get your EXP. %10 against bosses? Yeah. I like well, you know, damage boosts that are conditional, but you don't have to work too hard around them. They will give it to you against certain classes of enemies that will most assuredly come in handy later. Okay, looks like the way out is all the way on the other corner, so If I were smarter, I would be taking a top route, but... Thought I saw it. Yep, there they are. A little bit more XP. I wonder if I'll be able to hit level 15. Well, I guess first I should worry about reaching the final boss. And then I can worry about hitting level 15. And if I don't, oh well. That's how it be sometimes, right? Okay. That's everyone. Let's get out of here. Flashing enemies' attacks can be dodged by getting them out of your sight. Yeah, break line of sight. That's a good way of putting it. Freeze rate, 15 duration by 15. Oh. Yeah, let's get that, since I have a cryo weapon. Hero Keep deals cryo damage, every 2 seconds. Crit damage reduces overdrive cooldown, yeah. That is just nice. Alright. Here we go. Times like these, I'm really, really, really glad I have damage reduction. Still need to be more careful. I whiffed both of those shots. I'm the best. Look at me, crack shot McGee. Alright, let's go left, and then we can go right, and then we slide back, and then we crisscross, and then we Charlie Brown, and then we cha-cha real smooth. Super Blaster, yeah. I'm doing it mainly for the damage. The cooldown really doesn't matter since, you know, it resets anyway. There you are. I was wondering where that red dot was. Thanks for the XP. I felt a bit of jitteriness there in a moment. Just, oh my god, am I aiming right? Should I adjust it like a tiny a hair to up or a hair down so I can get him? But didn't need to. I can't believe that didn't get me. Screw it. We're going right through. Legendary weapon. Oh my god. Should I do reload speed, movement speed? Yeah, I should. Little extra movement helps me better evade things. And the reload speed might help. I need to read up on that. I need to see if energy weapons benefit from reload speed. Because technically they don't reload, they just like overheat and cool down, but if reload speed does affect at like the rate at which they cool down, that's pretty cool. know what, I always like it when games don't make the invisible enemies completely invisible. They usually try to include some way to let you tell that there's an invisible enemy there. Whether it be like having a slightly darker transparency for the enemy, or you could do it like Killing Floor 2 does and just make them like momentarily blink. So you gotta be keep on the lookout, or you know, Halo just has like the air get distorted, so you really have to pay attention. Anyway, to let you know there's an invisible enemy afoot is always handy. Alright, apparently there's one more enemy up here. Is there? Oh, there you are. You're all the way down there, actually. Okay. Man, being able to double fire the railgun is just... it is so good. Just a massive burst of damage. Super comes in handy. Also, being able to cheat my way through these sections is nice too. Alright, now we can go to the boss land and pray to God we get Beetle Royale. Don't need the other fella. The other fella is a bit more work to defeat. What you got for me? Summons fire rate, don't got that. Healing cell efficiency will probably come in handy in the final area, so maybe might as well. What else am I gonna spend these cells on? Eh. Why not? Get that too. Yes! Alright. We might have a chance, y'all. Ah, I messed that up. I could have had so much more DPS. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Need to get out of here. Have you not heard of Personal Space Beetle Royale? Whew! Alright. Somehow survived that. What should I get? Maybe just increase weapons damage some more. Just bump up that DPS a little bit. Oh my god. I'm actually a little nervous now. This is the farthest I've gotten with Superbot. Gotten some standard clears before, but it would be nice to have another one on the record books here. Ah! Why does it have to be this one? Could have been like any other, but... This is where I wish I had a summon or a Robot. Let's see. Keep the auto crit. Or I could just swap it out for conditional 15%, but... What's my crit rate look like? So I really didn't focus on critical rate, really. Then again, the 10% will at least come in handy during the combat rooms. Just hope that the shopkeep shows up again at the end, perhaps. That's what we'll do. I think I know the timing for this one to make it sound good. Close. This is where having that extra jetpack time comes in handy. Oh, now that I think about it, I do have, like, what is it, the one item where killing enemy with crit damage gives a 50% chance to just automatically pick up everything. So, you know what? Probably a good idea I didn't swap things out. Especially here. I'll probably need it to pick up everything and keep my health topped up. Oh my god, I need to not get hung up on corners here. I also need to aim better. Yeah, keep boosting damage. You need to stop blink dashing everywhere. God damn it, you are not the protagonist from Dishonored. Dishonored. That's probably a game I should play on stream at least once. I remember playing the first game a long time ago. I think it was on Xbox. I enjoyed it there. I started playing Dishonored too, but I never really did get around to beating it for some reason. Second verse, nuts, I forgot about the shield generator. I think having that scratch damage repair passive is also really doing wonders for me. Gun's pretty good for keeping yourself in the air too if you're aiming at ground targets. Forget if I have that item that increases my damage when I'm in the air. Oh my god, I just ate a lot of shots there from something. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. Whew! Oh, good. We have the vendor. We have the vendor! Airborne. Okay, I didn't have it. Reduces to... Yep, I'll need that. Explosions... Sure, why not? What else am I gonna spend this money on? Should I switch to alt-fire? No, I shouldn't. I have the instant alt-fire reset. What do you have to say? Gear up! We got baddies to take down. Oh, don't we ever. God damn it! Missing that rail bot earlier really did make me miss out on an upgrade. If only I had gotten that one! Or maybe any other enemy I'd passed on by. Ah well. No use crying over spilled milk and all that. We just gotta take on Iris with what we got. Come in here with no regrets. Let's see if we can get a standard win. Okay, that's coming straight towards me. I need to read up on what those little turret things do. I have to assume they buff Iris in some way. So I can't let too many of them alive. Unfortunately, unlike with the Engineer or the Scout, I don't have, like, you know, extra sources of damage that can take care of these little folks for me. Oh my god. This boss is about to enter overdrive state. God, here it comes! Aw, oh, jeez, okay. I gotta dodge lasers as well as attacks. Oh my god, my controls are reversed too. Still managed to dodge a lot of that damage. Alright. Second verse, same as the first, except it's a little harder this time. Time for Superbot to save the day! At stake, humanity! Let's freaking go! Oh man, those come pretty fast. Oh, is it? It's the attack. Wow, managed to survive that time. Oh my god. Really ate a lot there. Oh, that was just a ground slam. Whoo! Yeah! Another victory under my belt. A rank. I will freaking take it. Look at that victory standard. A rank 33 wrenches get. Whew! What a way to end the run there, right? Even if I didn't need that spare helmet. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I had like another run that depended on having that extra life? Ah. Feels nice though. So I think that means I got victory on standard with... Got it as the Ranger. Got it as Superbot. I don't remember if I also got it as Commando or Engineer. I think I might have done it with one or the other, or maybe both. The game doesn't really keep track of which difficulties you've beaten with each class, but it's fine. That's a personal thing. I've beaten it on standard, that's what matters. Real challenge is beating it on Guardian and above. I did try like a Guardian 1 run a long time ago. I think I got all the way to the moon, but I got like a little careless and I ate it at like the second combat room. I'm like, ah! I mean, there still was a chance I could have fallen against Iris, but ah! So close, so close. I think I just need to figure out which builds are actually viable on the higher difficulties. Because that's what it usually boils down to, right? It's like, you know, enemy stats get jacked up to some degree, and there's only going to be, like, you know, the most game-breaking of strategies that will be able to carry you through, usually. Granted, if you're, like, you know, the more skilled player than you could probably do it with lesser builds, but that's not something I am capable of. I do like that if you get to Haven City, you get like those art cards you can just purchase with wrenches too. So there are certain weapons that maybe you're not the keenest on, you can just unlock them that way. It is nice too, because I think one of the updates added this, the shooting range. And there, you can get weapons to try out, but only the ones you manage to collect a card for, so... all the more reason to, get those weapon cards, right? And to test them, well, you can re-roll their affixes, you can upgrade their qualities. Unfortunately, only up to purple. They don't let you get legendary here. That's fine. What is that? Pear, some sort of bullet berry, and grape bombs? It's a grenade pear, bullet berry, and grape bomb. I like those kinds of fruits, like sign of fruit that's like, tasty and lethal. Oh, yeah, you can just super recycle them. You can't recycle your last weapon, that's fine. You have the standard dummy here you can test your DPS against. Then you have the shooting range. Try to get as high of a score as you can. I think you get like 30 seconds to try to blast as many targets as possible. I think I put up a tweet long time ago where I scored like 60,000 points because I had like the most busted of weapons. I forget which ones I was using. 26,000, that's a lot more than I expected. I think that translates to not that many targets shot. Yeah. That's all the updates that's happened since I last checked Roboquest. I think it was like when I tried to play Remnant 2 and then that one just like completely tanked on me, so I just played Roboquest for the rest of the night. Yeah. There you go. We're actually gonna go back to the main menu here. Good updates, right? Good updates, and looks like they're gonna keep on working on this game, so we'll probably come back to this at a later date when they got more updates. We'll see what else they've added. But for now, I think this will be a shorter stream. I'll just go ahead and call it here. Yeah, thanks to everyone who came by and hung out and chatted. There are quite a few of you today, actually. 2 first-time chatters and a handful of regulars. It's cool. I feel like I'm getting out there. This is like progress. But yeah, thanks to everyone who chatted, or even if you just lurked. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be back on Wednesday. I don't have a schedule up, but I can say definitely that we'll be continuing Project Cars, right? We'll keep on working on that. Keep on going through it and see what else they got for me there. But for now, let's look for someone to raid. Hey, you know what I learned? This game has an option that lets you play sound when you tab out of the game, which is nice because you can listen to this rockin' theme while I look for someone to raid. Oh yeah, I should probably make sure I stop raids too. Don't raid me! Hopefully no one is in the process of raiding me. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Who would raid me? I mean, a handful of people did. So yeah. Gotta be ready for that. Okay, let's see who's on tonight. Who's on tonight? I see someone's playing Owlboy. Some LA Noir. Someone's playing Hades, but they set their category to just chatting. What's up with that? Sometimes you forget. I've seen some other streamers forget. It's fine. I forget too sometimes, so really can't knock them for that. So I'm playing Don't Starve Together. It's always a good game to play. Even if I don't progress very far. Someone's playing Genshin. Handful of Destiny 2 players. Oh, someone's playing Osu. All Out New Vegas. It's always a fun one. Wow, it's Borderlands. Oh wow, someone's playing Tower Unite. Very rarely do I see that. Oh wait. Okay, you know what? I think I might have found him. Found someone to raid. Hey, check it out. Short raid hunt. It's always fun, right? Oh, let's see what the suggestions pull up for me. Let's see. Dead by Daylight. Another Dead by Daylight. Final Fantasy 14. Mario Odyssey. Wow. Figure painting. Plate up. Art. Once Human. Uno. Oh, Poke Rogue. I'm surprised that game is still standing, to be honest. I would have thought it would have gotten taken down, but oh, maybe the fact that's like as far as I can tell, it's like a completely free product. You don't have to pay your way into it. Maybe that's why they're able to fly under the radar, relatively, considering that it's somewhat blown up. Rabbit and Steel. I bought that game and played it a little bit. It's kind of neat. A lot of MMO mechanics, although I haven't played it in multiplayer, so I got like mostly the bullet hell versions of the bosses. Okay, well, I decided on someone to raid. Let's see. Okay, looks like they have it open. Have not raided them in the last 30 days. Alright. Ina is playing Sly the Spire. That's an old classic. Kinda kickstarted the whole deck building roguelike trend. I wanna play that someday. But I'm just waiting for things. Okay. Raid message. I feel like this one's a gimme. There. If you're joining in on the raid, give them Superbot raid. And if not, have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Wednesday for Project Cars. Take care. It feels nice to kind of get back into the routine, right? Just doing a short-ish stream on Sunday to kind of wind down things for myself and for anyone who might be watching. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. I hope to cover some more things one-off style in the following weeks. I have to decide what, though. I can do it later. Alright, see ya.